Welcome back. So this is a nice lovely gift I was given from Vicmark Australia, direct from them. So this is the vm100 chuck, which I already have one. So this is the standard, I believe, dovetail jaws 100 mm diameter, and I choose the, you see actually what are the jaws. Let's open up the chuck. So you get the Allen key, another one for these screws, and now I opted for just the body, so I don't need the standard jaws which you get with this one. It's hard to do these things with one hand, so usually you get this standard, I believe it's 2-inch jaws, and I did to get another screw, which actually I'll probably make a screw chuck, so that's always nice to have. And for the jaws I opted for, let me just find a way to, oh, it's here, just to open it. I opted for shark jaws, and I'll explain in a minute why I choose this size. So I'll put the camera on a stand and I'll clean these parts. And so I sprayed all the parts with WD-40, just let it clean the residue of the oil for a few minutes, and then I'll wipe it off clean with this kind of rag. I use this is pretty much, it's not soaked but has a lot of WD-40 in it when I clean the bedways and all the cast iron on the machine. Okay, so when you want to attach the jaws on pretty much any chuck, like standard chuck, you have these marked numbers. So 1, 4, obviously it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have on a jaw itself. So this is number 1, and what I like to do is obviously start with number 1, and I just lightly put in the screws, so don't tighten all the way. So number 2. In my mind, Vicmark chucks are pretty much the best you can buy. They have a whole range of jaws, and I'll show you. We'll do a little demo with this set of jaws, and I'll explain why I think these chucks are the best on the market. And I'll just now, as I just loosely put on the jaws and just clamp it all the way. So they are now closed in a perfect orientation, and just now tighten them all the way around. Now I don't plan on taking the jaws off anymore, so I can tighten it a little bit more. But if you would like to switch around jaws, then you obviously do not over tighten the screws. The one thing that I really like about Vicmark chucks is they have a extreme amount of travel in it. So this is from fully closed, and this is fully opened, so you have a nice range of things you can clamp with just this one. So now what I like to do as well is just put the chuck on the lathe and spin it at, this is around 1700 RPM, and it's just the centrifugal force just throws any excess oil or WD-40 out and dries the chuck pretty much completely. So okay, so for the demo I have this little piece of pear, so I'll show you how you can grip it. So this is quite oval, so trying to get that all the 4 jaws have some teeth in it. So just a little groove inside. So that will be enough for these jaws. And now I just won't bother too much with the size of the tenon. Instead, what I'll do is make a nice like flowing curve. One more pass. So I won't sand this. This will be something like a tool finish. So this is the size of the jaws where it's in perfect circle, and this tiny mark is where it fits. So what I'll do is make tiny grooves. Okay. Now I can reverse this and hollow it out, but I just want to show you one of the possibilities. So I'll grip the bowl by this one of these beads. I'll see which one fits. So this is the jaws pretty much in a circle, and so it will be close to last. Might even get, nope. The ball gouge. So that's pretty much done. Nice small little bowl, and most importantly, there is no mark on the foot, so we can make all sort of decoration. And you can see the inside, so that's the tool finish, and on the outside as well. It's a little bit rougher here, but if this was sanded, it will go away quite quickly. So once again, thank you Marco from Vicmark Australia for this lovely gift, and this will get joined. So this will get joined to its older brother, and yeah, and I'm planning on buying probably one more, for now at least. So I highly recommend, if you're on the market for a nice quality chuck. There can be made an argument that these are much more expensive, but there aren't, in my at least book, because let's say this SC4 from Record Power, it's okay chuck, but it has limitations, like in travel, how much it travels. It only travels like 19 mil, something like that, where this one almost 40 millimeters. So that's quite a big difference. You can get much more done with, let's say, if you just buy this chuck, you can get a whole lot of range, and what you can do with it with just only one chuck. So highly recommend it. So yeah, I said I'll explain why I opted for these shark jaws. I do a lot of these Madero vacuum cups, and this one was I believe it was, yeah, there was a crack here, and I use it for some paint or something, which is still wet, not sure why. But nevertheless, these jaws I can now put, I don't have to jam chuck this and then turn the outside. Now I can use the jaws inside, put a little decorative groove, maybe 1 mil deep, little shallow groove, and then I can expand the jaws and work on the outside as well. So it's just a little bit faster with the chuck.